Good morning, children. Welcome back to the science class. Are you all happy, children? I'm happy to take online classes for you. Did you all finish eating your breakfast? Don't forget to wash your hands regularly. Okay, now let's move on to today's learning. The previous class we studied about the area of regularly shaped objects. In that we studied about the area of a square. So what is the area of a square? Which is side into side, which is called as side square. So one side is 7 centimeter, means 7 centimeter into 7 centimeter will be 49 centimeter square. Then we studied about the area of a triangle. So what is the area of a triangle? You remember? It is nothing but half into base into height. So if the base is 6 centimeter and the height is 4 centimeter, the half into 6 centimeter into 4 centimeter, which will be 12 centimeter square. Then we studied about the area of a circle. So area of a circle is pi r square. Okay. Now look at these figures. The first one is a rectangle which has a regular shape. And how do we find out the area of a rectangle? Which is length into breadth. See the other figure, which is an irregular shape. Then how can we find out the area of the irregular shape, children? There is no clear width or length. Then how can we find out? Now, so let's learn about area of the irregularly shaped objects. Okay, for that let me give you an example. We are going to find out the area of a leaf. Leaf is an irregular shaped object. So for that you take a graph sheet, A4 sheet, red pen, blue pen and a leaf. Okay, we are going to do an activity. You sit along with me and then you start doing it. Okay, let me pause here. Just go and get everything and come. Are you all ready, children? Shall we start? Now place the leaf on the graph paper and draw the outline of it using the black pen. Okay. Are you drawing it? Yes. Good, children. So now you would have got the outline of the leaf. Now what we are going to do is, so take the black pen and number the full squares. So start numbering 1, 2, 3 like that. Start numbering the full squares. Okay. Have you finished? Have you got it like this? Okay. Here in this I got 23 full squares. Okay, children. Now use a red pen to mark the partial squares inside the leaf. Okay. Have you got it? See, I have marked. I got 22 partial squares. Now we are going to find out the area of it. So what we have to do is multiply the full squares by 1 centimeter square and the partial squares by 0.5 centimeter square. So first let's start with the full squares. So I told you we got 23 full squares. So 23 into 1 centimeter square is 23 centimeter square. Then I got how many partial squares? 22 partial squares I got. So I'm going to multiply it by 0.5 because half of 1 centimeter square is 0.5 centimeter square. So 22 partial squares. So 22 into 0.5 is 11 centimeter square. Now we are going to add both and we are going to find out the total surface area. So what will be the total surface area, which is 23 plus 11 centimeter square, which is 34 centimeter square. Okay. Now next we are going to learn about volume. What is a volume? It is the capacity of an object or how much space it occupies. Okay, so the amount of space occupied by a three-dimensional object is called as volume. Okay, so area we measured in square units, but volume we will measure in cubic units. So in area it is centimeter into centimeter, that is centimeter square. In volume it is centimeter into centimeter into centimeter, that is length into breadth into height. That will give you the volume. So what is volume? which is nothing but area of shape into length extended. Okay, now we are going to find the volume of different objects. First, let's find out the volume of a cube. So, volume of a cube is nothing but length into breadth into height. So, that will be the volume of a cube. Let's see about the volume of a cylinder. How can we find out the volume of a cylinder? The volume of the cylinder is nothing but pi r square h. That is, r is the radius and h is the height. So, volume of the cylinder will be pi r square h, where r is the radius and h is the height of the cylinder. Now, let's see the volume of a regularly shaped objects. First, let's look into cube. So, I already taught you cube is nothing but side into side into side, which is nothing but, so one side is A, means A into A, which will be equal to A cube. Next, let's learn about cuboid. So, what is a cuboid? Cuboid has 6 rectangular faces at right angles to each other. Okay, so the formula to calculate the cuboid will be length into breadth into height, that is LBH. So don't forget children, the formula for cuboid will be LBH. Okay, now let's learn about the volume of a sphere. So that will be 4 by 3 pi r cube. Okay, so r will be the radius of the sphere. So the volume of the sphere will be 4 by 3 pi r cube. Next, let's learn about the volume of a cylinder. Okay, so what is the volume of a cylinder? Which is pi r square h. Okay, where r is the radius and h will be the height of the cylinder. So the volume of a cylinder will be pi r square h. So we studied about a cube. So you know what the volume of a cube will be. Okay, side into side into side. And the volume of a cuboid will be length into breadth into height, that is LBH. And the volume of a sphere will be 4 by 3 pi r cube. And finally we studied about the volume of a cylinder, which is pi r square h. Now let's learn about the volume of liquids. Liquids occupy space and also they have a definite volume. But they don't have a definite shape, but they takes the shape of the container. And the volume of the liquid cannot be determined as in the case of solids. There are some measuring tools like beaker, measuring cylinder, conical flask to measure the volume of the liquid. And there are units to measure the volume of liquids. The small volume of liquids can be measured using milliliters. Usually you can see in the measuring cup itself, it will be written in milliliters. And there are standard units to measure the volume of liquids. 1 milliliter is equal to 1 cubic centimeter. And also there are standard units for the volume of liquids. Like for large volume of liquids, they can be measured using liters. 1 liter is equal to 1000 milliliters or 1000 cubic centimeters. Now, how to measure the volume of liquids? When a liquid is poured into a container, it takes a shape and volume of the container. And the maximum volume of the liquid that a container can hold is known as the capacity of a container. So we have to see the meniscus to measure the liquid, and we have to look at the lower part of the meniscus and take the readings. And there are various cylinders which can measure the volume of the liquid.
So children, today we studied about the area of irregularly shaped figures, and also we studied about what is volume. Volume is nothing but the space occupied by a three-dimensional object, and its unit is meter cube. And we also studied about the volume of irregularly shaped objects like cube, cuboid, cylinder and sphere. And finally we learnt about the volume of liquids. So please go through the lesson. Stay at home children. Stay